I aged this piece of wood to look like it's been sitting in a barn for 100 years, and I did it with just 3 ingredients I already had at home. I'm gonna show you exactly how, and I think once you see this, you're gonna wanna go and make your own DIY stain today. I don't know if you have bought stain lately. It is expensive. I mean, really expensive. So today I'm gonna show you a DIY stain recipe that's really easy to create and just cost pennies. So what you're going to need, you're gonna need some steel wool. You can find this on Amazon, you can find it at a hardware store. Sometimes you can even find it in the grocery store. You're gonna need some vinegar and you're gonna need some salt. And this is really easy to put together. So for today, I am just going to use 1 piece of the steel wool. You have to have a dish. Now, I've tried to make this in a mason jar and it didn't work all that great. So I'm gonna explain as we go why you should just do it in a flat open dish. So for now, I'm just going to take the steel wool. We're gonna open it right up and we don't want it scrunched up in the little pad that it was. And the trick, this is what a lot of people don't know or don't do when they're making their DIY stain, and then they're disappointed with the results. They make this with a coating on it, which makes it not rust. So we have to get that coating off. So we're gonna open it right up. We're gonna take it up to the kitchen sink and we're gonna wash it with some Dawn dish soap. That gets rid of the coating on the steel wool and allows it to rust faster and better for a better stain. I actually like the Dawn Power Wash. It really cleans the steel wool well. So we're just gonna spray it. And then we're gonna let it sit for 2 or 3 minutes, let that soap go in and start to kind of eat away at that protective coating. It's been 2-3 minutes and now I'm just going to turn on the water and rinse it out really well. Now we have all of that protective coating off the steel wool. It is gonna create a beautiful DIY stain. Now you wanna pull it apart, have it nice and loose. You don't want any tight pieces. Put it in your open dish. And then you wanna take vinegar. Any type of vinegar will work. This is just a food vinegar. And you wanna cover the steel wool just enough so there might be a few little pieces kind of sticking out here. Like, see how I haven't completely dunked it right in the vinegar. You want to have some pieces that are exposed to some air. And then I like to use some salt. I actually have no idea how this works. I don't know the chemistry behind it. I'm sure I've got some followers here that know exactly. Head down to the comments, let me know the chemistry behind this. I just know it works and I love it for my DIY projects and it is cheap. I'm just gonna take a little bit of salt, maybe like a teaspoon, sprinkle it on the top. And now we just have to wait. It takes 2-3 days maybe. You wanna sit it on a shelf, let the oxygen and air get to it. When I was trying this long years ago, I was trying to do it in a mason jar and it couldn't get enough oxygen. The lid opening was just too small and it took so long. As soon as I switched to a bowl or a container that let the air get to it, it happened quickly. So that's a little tip when you're making this stain. So we're just gonna set this aside. I have one that I've already made. We're gonna bring that in next. And here is our DIY stain. It does not look pleasing at all, but I promise you it works really well. And to tell you the timeline of this, it is Monday morning. I made this Friday afternoon and we've got this beautiful rich color. So what we want to do now, because this is kind of where I'm going to stop with it, you can grab a mason jar. I like to use a coffee filter and just kind of put the coffee filter in the rim. Grab an elastic. And we just want to kind of put this through the coffee filter because there's little bits of steel wool and we don't want that in our stain when we're using it. Let's see how I do this and if I slop. No, we're gonna be good. And just go slow and just drain that stain into the mason jar. It's gonna take a few minutes. I'll be back when I've filled it up. So we got quite a bit of stain out of that. We're just gonna take that coffee filter off. And now we can put a lid on it. Now, another point that I didn't make, when you're doing this and you're letting it rust, do not put a lid on it. It will build up gas and it could pop the lid off and make an awful mess. So keep it in an open dish like this until you've finished rusting your steel wool. And now we can put a lid on it, keep it in our shelf for when we need it for a project. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like on a piece of wood. I am not going to throw this steel wool out again. There is still going to be some rust that's going to come out of this. We can put more vinegar on it, sprinkle a little bit of salt, use it over and over. You're going to get maybe a little bit of a lighter stain as you go. And once you've used it all up, you can go back and you can start a new one. And a bag like this is going to get you so much stain. Okay, so now let's test our DIY stain. I have a piece of pine that we're going to test it on. I'm gonna leave a piece raw. I'm gonna put some stain on it. And then there's also a little fun fact. For this to work, there has to be tannins in the wood. And pine, this is a piece of pine. Pine does not have very many tannins in it, like oak or maple. It has lots. So the stain actually sticks to those tannins. So because we have a piece of pine, we have to add tannins into the pine before we put the stain on to get that darker look. All you need to do is brew some black tea. Tea is full of tannins. Again, don't know the chemistry. Someone in the comments is gonna tell us if you wanna have a chemistry lesson, let's go down there. So I am going to put some of the tea, black tea, right here on the piece of pine. Put that tannin into the wood. Now, before we add our DIY stain, we want this to dry. So I'm gonna get my heat gun out, I'm gonna dry it and we'll be right back. Our tea stain is dry and I'm not wasting this. This is gonna go on some paper that I want to tea stain. So we'll set that aside. Now we're going to just kind of shake our stain here. We're gonna leave this raw. We are just going to stain this. Now you want to make sure that you're using this stain on raw wood. Of course, like any stain, it's not going to soak through wood that already has a coating on it. And now we're going to add the stain on top of the tea. And we are going to just set this aside and let it dry. This recipe is fabulous. I get so excited when I can find a DIY that you can do cheaper at home than buying store-bought. Look at the richness of the stain. So this is the one without adding the black tea, the tannins into the wood. And look how rich, let's take this off. Look how rich this, and kind of leached over, rich this piece is with the tannins added. So easy and works fabulous. So there it is, $1's worth maybe of ingredients, and you've got a wood stain that actually looks like something you've paid a fortune for at your local hardware store. I love this recipe and I really want you guys to kind of fool around with it, let it age for different days and see what kind of results you get. And if you want to see more of my videos like this, because I have a lot more DIY recipes on my channel, make sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss them, and check this video out. I'll see you in the next one.